Okay, I think I just found one of the coziest demos I've played in a long time. This is Farm to Table, where you grow your ingredients, cook your recipes, and run your own little restaurant. I'm about to show you guys what happened while I was playing this demo. Okay, so we are met with some open land, and we have tasks to do. Now I'm curious, so I try and click on stuff because I don't know. I want to see what that is, what that does. So this is just me being curious and prematurely doing stuff I shouldn't do just yet. Farm to Table restaurant close. It's currently closed because, well, obviously we don't have a restaurant. Okay, so first we need to buy some land. So that is what we're doing. Awesome, milestone completed. Now we need to cut the grass, to clear the area so we can, I guess, build and put our equipment and whatnot. Okay, now we can open the build menu. We need to buy a cooking station, a stove, and a shelf. Okay, let's get all these items. I'm just going to put them wherever because we don't have any structure yet, but I'm sure that will come later. I'm just thinking like how I want to put it or where do I want to put it. These bunnies walking around here are so cute. I love that we have these animals walking around here. I just hope I don't have to cook rabbit soup or something like that. Okay, we need to get tables and chairs. So we'll get this wooden table. It's the only option though. Okay, next we need to gather some wild mushrooms, which I prematurely did. And then we need to place the mushrooms on the shelf we bought. Okay, so the first 3 I already picked up did not count for the tasks, so I'm gonna have to go and pick up another 3. So instead of just picking up another 3, I was like, why the heck don't I just get another 6 since we already added, so we can stock up a bit more. Okay, so next the task is basically walking us through how to cook the food. So it wasn't clear at first where I need to click, but you put the food item and you only put 1 in at a time. Then you click on the item to chop it into the pot. And then you click on the pot lid to close it, then it actually cooks. And so far in the demo at least, you can't burn your food, so once it's done cooking it will stay there, but it won't continue cooking, so you don't actually burn your food, which I think is helpful for a cozy game. You don't want that stress of having to quickly run and get your food because it's going to burn. So for a cozy game like this, I think this is perfect. Okay, we added to our menu, so we have our first dish on our menu, mushrooms or sauteed mushrooms. Okay, next we have to buy some decoration for our little restaurant. So we got some vases over here we can buy. And then we can pick flowers and put it in the vase. That is so cool. I hope we're going to have a variety of flowers we can get. So far I just see these red roses, which is fine. I mean, this is the demo, so I don't expect to see everything in the demo. But I just hope that there will be actually other flowers. And I just love all the characters walking around. Like, there are so many different variety of characters. Like, I don't see the same character twice. They are literally, there's probably like 30 plus unique characters walking around, and there's no duplicates of the characters. Okay, next we can rename our restaurant. That is awesome. So I'm going to call mine Poison's Cafe. So it's not really a restaurant. My version is like a cafe, although it's not gonna sell your general cafe stuff. I just thought it's a cute name. And then we click this close button to open it. Okay, so now it is open. We need to serve 7 dishes. Okay, so I'm just gonna start cooking and stuff until we actually get customers to serve. So, you know, I'm just basically doing like the prep work for now. Oh, we got our first customer. Okay. Let me see. The order is 1 sauteed mushrooms. There we go, we have that. Okay, so you just bring the dish over and you click on the customer to serve it to them. And at the moment, this is the only item I have on the menu, so it doesn't matter who they are, they're going to order this one item. So I can already be prepared to serve sauteed mushrooms to everyone that comes by. Okay, the customer's done eating, so we collect the money on the table. Oh, and they give me a like. So if they're happy, when they leave, they also give your restaurant a like a thumbs up. Oh, that's a cute outfit. The fairy wings, that's so cute. Okay, we are about to serve our final customer out of the 7 for the task. Okay, now we have to buy tomato fields, so we are going to have our own crops that we can grow and harvest. I haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, let me just wait for this customer to finish eating. Maybe when I collect his money, we will level up. Oh, there we go, we leveled up. And this table is dirty. Let's see, how do we clean it? Ah, you just click on the table and hold it in. Okay, I need to plan where to put this because this is pretty big and we have limited space. So I'll just buy 2 for now. I think 2 should be fine. And the task asks for 2, so we'll just do what the task says. Okay, so that's going to take an hour and a half to grow, but that actually means in real time it's like a minute and a half. So 1 hour in game is 1 minute in real life. I guess that's the vibes I'm getting here, which actually works out nicely. I think that's a good balance. So basically now we're gonna wait for the tomatoes to grow so we can harvest that and then cook a dish with it. Our tomatoes are ready. Let's harvest them. Awesome. Okay. So we got 4 tomatoes. That's 2 per plant. Now we need to cook this. Oh, if you don't store your items in the shelves, it will spoil overnight if you end the day. So make sure you always put your items away on the shelf. And I guess if you can't put your item away in the shelf, it's not something you can keep overnight. Awesome. We got tomato soup is our new recipe. So I think we can add that to the menu. Great, so we got 2 items now on the menu to serve our customers. Lovely. Okay, our daily sales was $400 out of 900. How does that work? Is that like our targets? I didn't make my targets like even close. But it's okay, we're new to this, we're learning. Okay, so we feed the plant. It spent $90, so it costs $90 to feed these plants. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's gonna cost you every time you water your plants, but I'm sure you make a profit by cooking and selling the dishes, so it should be fine. In the meantime, I'm just gonna prepare for today. We can collect some mushrooms around here. Okay, so today's task is to serve hot tomato soup 5 times. That shouldn't be too difficult. It's a new item on our menu, so I'm sure customers will be asking for it. And we also need to upgrade a recipe, so let me just look into that. So it's going to cost mushrooms to upgrade the mushroom. Oh, okay, so whatever ingredient the recipe is, you're gonna need a certain amount of that ingredient to upgrade the recipe. So the stars go up as well as the value of the recipe, the dish. So you can make more money out of the dish, which is really awesome. Okay, reach a chair's capacity. Now, I'm not gonna lie with you, I was a bit confused at first with this task, reach a chair's capacity. On the table, it does show a 2 out of 2, but I didn't realize that means each table can have 2 chairs. So I went ahead and put 4 chairs per table because it allowed it, firstly. And secondly, customers used the chairs, so you can actually seat 4 customers at the table, not just 2. Although you see there on the table it says 2 out of 2. You can actually seat 4 customers, but it's not going to count for your task. So to complete this task, you have to have 4 tables with 2 chairs per table at least. It honestly took me a long time in game to figure this out. I first played on just doing my tasks for the day, you know, serving customers and stuff. And only later, like, I realized at night, I was like, oh, you need more tables with chairs. But I didn't have enough money to complete it, so we had to go on to the next day and first make some money and save up so that I could buy more chairs for my tables. Finally, we managed to get the 8 chairs down. Our next task is to place 2 decorations and earn decoration points, at least 400. Okay, so that is our next task. We need to make money first. Obviously, we need money to buy stuff, and then we can decorate our place up a little bit. So I'm gonna buy this vase. Okay, it doesn't go on the table, it's a floor vase. So we'll just let me first buy vases for each table. That I forgot to buy new vases for my 2 new tables. And I see we didn't reach the decoration points goal yet, but after I added flowers in my vases, we reached the decoration points. So that's awesome, we completed those tasks easily. Okay, the next one is buy more land. So there is these boards. You'll see it when I buy it now. There's these boards that you click on to buy more land. Now for the demo, we can only have these first 2 pieces. We can't buy more land after this, but there is more land for the full game, definitely. So this piece costed a bit more. It was $1,000, but that's okay. It's to be expected. Each piece of land is most likely going to cost more and more and more. Okay, so we have expanded. We're still living outside though. We don't have an interior yet, but that is our next task, is the architect. So we need to buy flooring, walls, door and windows. Now the time in game stops at 10 p.m. 2200. So what I figured out actually is when the time stops like this is when I prepare by running around the world and collecting the mushrooms, and I stock up on the mushrooms, which is a forageable item. Unfortunately, your plants do stop growing during this time, so you won't be able to stock up on that, but at least the mushroom part you can stock up on. And your food, if you leave food in the pot or on the cook station, it will disappear overnight. Only stuff in that shelf will stay there. And I did notice if you put stuff in a crate and you throw the crate on the ground and you come back the next day, it is going to be spoiled. Like for example mushrooms or something, it will be spoiled. It has like this little black smoke effect on it. So it did take me a while as well to figure out how the building works, because I was also wanting to move my chairs. I noticed 2 of my chairs, I put them skew. So if you want to move an item, you want to press the shortcut key Y on your keyboard. Y is to move an item. So you press that, then you click on the item you want to move. If you want to delete an item, you press T to demolish the item. You do get some money back. I don't believe you get the full amount back, but you get a part of the amount back that you paid for the item. And then paint mode is with R, but that we'll only see a bit later on in the game. So first off, you want to start by placing the stone floor. You need to place that first before you can place walls or anything else. And then the flat roof, I placed it before placing my walls. I was just testing this out. So anyways, you basically aim on the floor where you want to place it, but it's going to be on the roof, so it'll be above. It's not going to be the floor, you know. Then we got the walls. Now at first I was like, sometimes my walls don't want to place. What is going on? It's when your wall is the wrong way around, so it picks up where the floor is. So that's how it tells what is interior, what is exterior. If the floor is the side of the wall, it knows that's the interior. So the part of the wall that has like all the leafy parts on it, that must be the exterior. So if you find that you can't place the wall on the edge of your floor, turn the wall, rotate it, turn it around. It is most likely just facing the wrong way. If you turn it around, you rotate it using your mouse wheel, it will probably let you place it and be okay. So I wasn't sure yet in what direction my restaurant is going, and I didn't know at this point in the game that I won't be able to buy the next piece of land next to this area because it's a demo. So at first I built as if I'm gonna extend it to the right side of this area, but later I do change it and fix it up a bit. So the next item on the to-do list or task list is press Y, enter build mode, move any placed item. Then we need to press R to enter paint mode, and then we can paint a wall. So I'm gonna test that out. Now so far what I can detect is that painting stuff is actually for free, so you don't have to stress about grinding for money to be able to paint your restaurant. So our next task is chicken farm. Buy 2 chickens, we're gonna feed them and collect their eggs and get a new recipe using the chicken eggs. Okay, so the chickens cost $600. So I am just gonna place them here, maybe a bit off to the side. So you get 3 chickens. Okay, we want corn. I'm gonna have to plant corn. So there is corn and potatoes, which I haven't planted yet. And I see now why we need the corn. I need to plant potatoes as well at some point. But as I play on, I discover you actually, if you're gonna have 2 sets of chickens, you actually only need 1 corn. 1 corn crop produces 2 corns, and each chicken group takes 1 corn to feed them. So it works out nicely. 2 chicken groups with 1 corn crop is just the perfect number, so you don't have extra corn unless you want extra corn. Maybe later on there's new recipes of corn, then that's a different story. For what we are allowed to do in the demo, 2 chicken groups and 1 corn is enough. Okay, so I'm harvesting my first set of chickens, so you get 2 eggs. That kind of doesn't add up though, because there's 3 chickens, unless 2 is the hen and 1 is the male chicken. Maybe that's why there's 3. You get 2 eggs for that. So I think with everything that you grow / farm, you're gonna get 2 of whatever they produce. So we got a new dish. We got fried eggs. So I'm going to put that on my menu, but your menu is limited to 3. So I'm going to have to remove a different dish to put the egg dish on the menu. Again, this is probably just part of the demo. I'm not sure how you could increase the amount of items you can have on your menu. That we would rather see in the full game. I'm sure then we'll figure that out. So for now, I'm just going to play around and try and put the most expensive dishes on the menu. Plus, I also need to, at some point, upgrade the items on my menu, the dishes. Okay, so finally, we managed to collect all the eggs for the task. Our next task is first staff member. Okay, the tasks it gives doesn't add up to the title, to be honest. But anyways, we need to open the camera, which is opened by pressing 6 on your keyboard. And then we can take a photo. So you first take a photo by clicking, left click, and then you can press F to put the picture on your wall, like a framed picture of the photo you just took. So I just need to see where on the wall can I place it. There we go. So there's the photo I took and I placed it on the wall. I think that is really cool. Okay, next we need to raise the menu score up to 1000 points. So that is most likely by upgrading your dishes. We need to earn more decoration points, also 1000. We need to complete an offshore order, which I actually already discovered by accident when exploring. And we need to buy a new farming tool. Okay, so we're going to go to the guy that does the offshore orders. I'm just carrying this tomato soup with me in case it's one of the items, but I know it's not gonna be. Okay, so yeah, you can see I was here already because I threw something down on the floor. But anyways, this is the guy. You can ask him, leave it on the pallet next to me, deliver the order. We didn't put anything, the pallet is empty obviously, so you can't deliver the order. Then we go into the guy that sells what they call tools. It's kind of like upgrades to your character. So we can increase movement speed to level 1 and increase watering speed to level 1 for the demo. The other options aren't available at the time, but from what I can see, there's definitely going to be fishing as well. So we're also going to have to catch fish. Again, I think that's something I do at night when the restaurant is closed and time stands still. I'll most probably do all my fishing at that time because it's a bit difficult to run your restaurant and have to go and catch fish the whole time. So yeah, on the board you can see what items you need to sell. So you just basically bring those items, you place it on the pallet, and then you click on the guy and tell him to deliver the items. And you instantly get money into your pockets. Okay, so I brought the 5 carrots because that is one of the orders on the board. And then I just talk to the guy, I tell him deliver the orders, and there we go. We got $473 from that order. Okay, so I'm trying to get the decoration points we need. So I did upgrade my restaurant a bit, like the exterior and the interior. I'm placing new tables down. We got some seating places inside and outside. So that's the vibe I wanted to go for. I wanted to provide an interior and exterior seating area. And then we also just placed some vases on the table again. And that has helped us get good decoration points. And then lastly, I'm just going to upgrade a dish so we can get enough menu points as well for our task. I had to blur the end screen that shows the end of the demo because it provides you with a secret code that you can... There's a form in their Discord you can fill out with the secret code when you complete your demo to stand a chance to win a code for the full game. So I really hope I can win the code, but even if I don't, I will most likely buy this game because it is so cozy. This is right up my alley. I really enjoy playing this game and I can't wait to do more with this game. I'll put the details in my description so you guys can join their Discord as well if you would like to try and enter their giveaway. And Also, don't forget to wishlist the game on Steam, especially if you're sure you want to play it and get the game. Don't forget to go and wishlist it as well, so you can get notified when the game is actually out, the full game. Honestly, this is exactly what I want from a cozy game. Simple, satisfying, and just a little addictive. If this is just the demo, I can't wait to see what the full game becomes. Let me know in the comments, are you guys interested in this game? Are you going to try out the demo? Are you going to get the full game if it comes out? I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Poison out.